Hello, my name is Mario Christiani. I'm the CIO of Music2Deal, and I'd like to welcome Mehdi Benkirane from SAE. SAE is one of our promotion partners, and please let me know a little bit about the SAE.
All right, thank you, Mario. I am Mehdi indeed. I'm responsible for public relations and industry relations for SAE Europe. So SAE basically started in 1976 in Sydney, in Australia, and back then it was based...
To be honest, I thought it was in Germany, but the one guy from the Reeperbahn Festival told me about it, that it was in Australia.
Of course, it's an Australian...
Yeah, I didn't know it before.
That's all right, that's okay. Well, you know, that's why we have such a funny accent.
Okay.
No, but anyway, it started in 1976 in Australia, in Sydney, and back then it was really revolutionary because there was no such school. For you to become a sound engineer, there was only one way, and that one way was to go to a studio. You start by making coffee and cleaning and all that, and then eventually you start growing up the ladder, and if you're lucky, someday some engineers will be like, hey, do you want to have a go? Do you want to touch that button? Do you want to touch that fader? And so yeah, that's why it was really revolutionary, and in no time, you know, demand grew so much that more schools started opening. So we saw our first foreign school opening in London in 1981, and then after that our first non-English speaking school in Munich in Germany in 1986. So today we have 58 schools around the world, and we're based in literally every single continent. SAE started by, as mentioned, teaching sound engineering, but then in the mid-90s we started offering creative media, you know, at the time, like multimedia production and web design development, and you know, with the democratization of the creative industry because of the personal computer and the hard drive technology, and you know, and so yeah, today SAE offers obviously programs in sound engineering as well as filmmaking, as well as game design development, cross-media publishing and communication, as well as web design and development.
Cool. And if I'm studying at SAE, do I get a certificate when I'm finished with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, SAE obviously has different types of programs. There are three main types of programs. So the first one, or the shortest ones would be what we call short courses, and the short courses are really for hobbyists, right? So for instance, if you want to get to learn about electronic music production, or if you want to get to learn about digital photography or things like that, we have programs ranging from 3 to 6 months, right? So these are the certificates. We call these certificates. But then you have the, you know, our iconic SAE diploma, which is how we started. The SAE diploma can be done on a full-time or part-time basis. So on a full-time basis, generally it takes 1 year. On a part-time basis, it takes generally 2 years. But that varies from one territory to the next. So for instance, in Germany, students can basically do their SAE diploma in 2 years, in 24 months. And then after that, they have the opportunity to do a bachelor's degree program, which is the other types of programs that we have on offer, academic programs. So we have a collaboration with Middlesex University, which is a university based in London, England. And there and then basically our students, through the courses on offer at SAE, can get a BA or a BSc in audio production, filmmaking, cross-media communication and publishing, interactive animation, games programming, and web design and development. And then if they wish to, they can also continue and do a master's as well. They can do an MA or an MSc, again, from Middlesex University.
And you care also about your students after they're finished. That's why we came, also one reason why we came together, because I'm belong to the music industry, and you care about your students when they finish their degree.
Absolutely. I mean, today obviously education is not just about what's happening during the learning process. It's also trying to help the students get an actual place in the professional stream, into, you know, out there really. And so as a result, in every single campus, we have industry relations representatives whose sole job is to liaise with the industry on a regular basis to make sure that they monitor job offers that are out there, to make sure they can try to sort of coach and match specific job offers to specific students, graduates really. And so that's one. And then the other thing is obviously is our international student store. The international student store is basically an online platform that students and graduates have can access if they wanted to, in order to acquire equipment or software or services that could be beneficial to them, just like Music2Deal, by the way.
That's why we're working together.
Absolutely.
So we offer your students, we offer a special.
Yeah.
So we give your students, we give them 1 year a premium membership for free, so that they have access to Music2Deal and to the music industry.
Sure.
Because one thing is, of course, we have a nice education, and the next step would be, of course, to find a job or
Absolutely.
to make some deals there.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, the thing is that the one thing about Music2Deal that's really good, and that's why when we sort of started talking. We thought that this would be a fantastic opportunity for our students, is really because of the fact that the music industry is saturated in so many ways. Because everybody's a self-proclaimed producer now. Yeah. Everybody, anybody who just knows how to use GarageBand or Fruity Loops or whatever is now a sound engineer automatically and things like that, whereas it's not necessarily true. We both know that to be a sound engineer, it's a bit more than that. It's also about microphone placement. It's also about sound theory. It's also about acoustics. It's also about all of these things. So it's also about mastering, which obviously is still a bit of a dark art. It's saturated and it's obviously fresh. It's cool. It's sexy. It attracts so many people. And as a result, people have a bit of a hard time to filter out the legitimate candidates from the con artists, for lack of a better expression, really. And so on top of that, if you look at the way people communicate, it's just become ridiculous. You have emails, you have LinkedIn, you have Facebook. In Germany over here, you have Xing, which is obviously very popular. You have WhatsApp, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have Pinterest, and the list goes on.
You have a lot of the problem is with those communities is that you have the software, but it's not be LinkedIn or Xing, for example. It's not for the music industry. No. Because if you go there, you can say, okay, for jobs opportunities is nice, but you see more or less who has new friends, etc. Right. But for example, on Music2Deal, you will know if somebody of your business networks offers something or is you looking for something. And the other topic is, of course, that we on Music2Deal we don't accept everybody to join. Correct. Somebody has to be registered, and we prove them. And of course, if they have a SAE certificate, we accept them. But if somebody is just sends a link to a SoundCloud, some SoundCloud stuff, and it's not good, then we don't accept them. Absolutely, and that's, to be honest, that's the one thing about Music2Deal that attracted us the most. You filter out every single member of the platform. Not everybody can join. This is not Facebook, this is not LinkedIn, this is not whatever. This is for particular audio industry professionals, whether they're engineers, producers, managers, record label owners, and the list goes on. And so that in itself obviously offers a lot of value for our graduates to have access to these genuine professionals out there. And of course, on top of that, your ambassador program and the fact that you have so many representatives all around the world. That's good, so that somebody is, for example, the music market in Italy, and so we have representatives. And of course, it's the same with SAE. There are different schools on different areas because the businesses on several places different. Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, funny you should mention that, but that's exactly how we've been approaching our global presence. As you said, every single market is different, right? An example would be if you look at the post-production industry, right? The post-production industry in particular countries where
where movies are overdubbed or dubbed rather in the native language, then obviously there's a predominance in terms of post-production opportunities for graduates. But in countries where you don't have that, then obviously you don't have that. So therefore you need to look at other sort of trends and other predominant sectors within the market. And so for instance, if you look at Germany, well, obviously movies are being dubbed in German, so there's a lot to do here. But you also can look at
that's why you're speaking better English than me.
Sorry?
That's why you're speaking better English than me.
I speak better English than you because I'm not German. But joke aside. Joke aside. No, but Germany is, for instance, a fantastic market because obviously the music industry is quite vibrant, right? But on top of that, the gaming industry is massive.
Yeah, awesome.
The television industry is massive. The movie industry is massive because of the fact that every single blockbuster that gets released and all that needs to get dubbed as well. So these are all opportunities for graduates. And yes, music is obviously a wonderful thing, but we're here to train sound engineers. So we always try to remind our students and our graduates that, hey, of course, getting to work in music is a wonderful thing, but don't forget that you are an audio engineer. So that means advertising, gaming, movies, whatever, and that's really, really important. But coming back to music, we're really happy we found you.
Yeah. I'm also very happy to find you. Okay. I thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
I'm glad to work with you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.